All right, I'm making a puppet today, and this is my progress so far. I have made a mouth. That's what the mouth's gonna look like. I could probably move this. That's not on topic. Okay, so yeah, that's what the mouth looks like right now. I've made some eyes, which look like this, and I made some ears. Looks like this. So I got obviously two of these. I'm trying to I'm trying to get the face going. I was following a pattern, then I stopped following the pattern, and then because it was getting too much, so I'm taking more of a DIY approach right now. So that's gonna be like the top of the head. And what I did was I put a little hook in there, made out of duct tape, and I just usually I've seen like puppeteers, they would put glue on top of the cloth or the fleece or the fur, whatever material they're using. This is my first puppet, so I'm just gonna. I don't want to use too much glue. Oh, hold on. I had a needle here, which I need to. Where's my needle? That's not good. That's why I need an organized desk. Okay, note to self, find the needle right after making this video. Because that's going to be pretty bad. I know it's around here somewhere. I'm just going to make sure I don't. Yeah, so that's what's going to be the top of the head. And when I was following the pattern, that was supposed to be like the top of the head. So it was going to be a simple puppet, and basically you get a pattern and you put them together. Puppeteers mostly put it together using some kind of glue, but I just use duct tape again. And so yeah, what you do is you etch a pattern like something like this, and that's like a half. You do it on the paper first, get a stencil, and then you transfer it to some kind of foam. I don't have foam, so I just used whatever packing material I had. But yeah, so that's the concept. You put some kind of like top of the head like this together, and then you have another pattern for the chin. So that's what the bottom jaw chin kind of portion would look like. And the concept is that you basically have some, I think it's going to go like this. You have some kind of a puppet that, you know, it kind of works like this. And then you put the mouth in the middle, and you put the cloth on top or something like that, and go from there. So yeah, I've dropped a couple hours on this. My first puppet. I gotta go find this needle, and this is what the setup looks like. Actually, it's a little messy here, but I'm just started making this on the floor. Please ignore the mess. Yeah, I found a little piece of cloth, thanks to my mom, and I'm just using whatever materials I can to put this together. Be super careful when you're handling glue and sharp utensils, so I just kind of keep that away. I just stopped using glue because it was getting quite messy. It was started. I didn't have gloves, so it started sticking to my fingernails and stuff. But yeah, this is my progress so far. And I'm gonna make a demo reel later today, and I just want to document my progress so far. Okay, bye now. Alrighty, so I think it's gonna look something like this. I want to make it a little wider because I don't want my hands to get cramped holding it like this. So I can take this off right now. I did find a needle in case somebody's watching this. So I think it's gonna go like this. I should have sketched what kind of creature this is gonna be. I have no idea. So we'll go with the flow. So I just made this contraption. At this point, I'm not following any instructions. I did. And so this is gonna be like kind of like portion of the jawline. And I'm gonna stitch these ends so they will be maneuverable. And it's gonna move like this. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the rounded chin here, so it gives it a nice little feeling. It actually looks like a mouth. And then I gotta figure this out, but I'm gonna put the mouth inside. So it's gonna look something like this. The whole thing, when it moves, it will look like this. I think it should be good. Wait, yeah, that's a. Okay, I've draped the cloth with. I've draped the chin, the lower mouthpiece with a cloth. It's not a very clean job, but I don't want to glue. I don't want to use glue, so this would have to do for now. And I'm going to attach it to the moving component and hook it up to the main kind of head. Okay, fingers crossed. Okay, measurements were a little off, so I had to extend the range of. I don't want to create another jawline, so I extended the range of the jaw by stitching. I took duct tape, just kind of wrapped it, folded on top of itself, and then I stitched it so it's got a nice kind of firm. I don't think this is gonna come off, at least not for the puppets. So I think this should give me a lot of area. The thing now is I would have to like make some kind of a base that I could operate from, which, because I'm mostly going to be using my thumb, so I gotta now go find some old stale air mile cards or something like that, so I can make some kind of a platform out of this. Or maybe I'll just roll up cardboard. We'll see. Anyways, that's the update. Short update. This is the portion that's coming together, and it's not a super clean job because these things are apparent. For next time, I'm probably gonna like pull it back and kind of do it on the side, or on like so it's not apparent on the front. But the back is obviously not a super clean job. Who cares? Because nobody's gonna see this part anyways. And so now the range is a little extended. So slowly but steadily, it's coming together. Powered, it's looking more like Pac-Man than anything else. So it's starting to look like a whale. But I want a land-based animal, so I'm just gonna make it like some alien creature or something, I guess. Right? And I gotta put the eyes right here. Yeah, it's definitely gonna be some alien creature. And I guess the question is if I should do something like this. Yeah, it's definitely looking like a whale. And I have no intention. I had no intention of starting off as a marine animal. If I do this, what does it look like then? It looks like a clam or a whale or something. Because of what I chose to do here. Well, whatever. Okay, now the mouth has been attached to the lower jawline. I still don't know if there's another component that's going to go here, but this is what I've done to stitch it all together. There's a little bit of foam here, then there's paper-based cardboard, and I think I got to stitch it a little bit more because I got to make it a little bit more snug without making too much of the thread apparent, because it's going to obviously look weird. But I'm going to put something beneath this so I can maneuver it. Just total DIYs, like whatever I could find around. And so I would have a little bit of place to do this. And I already have the hook on this. Maybe I'll just make it out of tape as well. Already the jaw has been attached to the main body. However, the measurements were not made, which means we have a situation whereby we have actually even the estimate was completely off, but this is what's going on. I guess no, I don't think I could maneuver it using the movements because it would look weird. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna make a little bit of I'm gonna make a stitch here to make it somewhat aligned. It's gonna still be a little weird. I don't want to use references to people because it may seem impolite, but yeah, I mean, we don't want the face to show up like this. Maybe, who cares? It's the first puppet. So, yeah, so well, that's what's going on right now. When it opens its mouth, that's the other problem I gotta solve after this, because it's gonna look something like this. Sesame Street, baby. I watched a lot of Sesame Street growing up as a kid. Actually, I watched Sesame Street till in my 20s. I love Sesame Street. It's alien language. I think it's starting to look like a dolphin. Maybe it's a dolphin that has evolved like feet. And yeah, I'd rather make it a dolphin than like some other weird creature. Like, I don't want it to be a marine animal. We'll see. Well, this is what's going on right now. It's the very first puppet. Not bad. First 10. Thanks to Boris Brecha. Music by Boris Brecha mostly. I don't know if there are any Boris Brecha fans out there. He's a house musician. It's a little hard because the material's adding up. You got tape, cardboard, cloth, multiple layers of tape, so it's a little tricky to try to push the needle through. It's got to be hand stitched because the machine's not going to work on this, obviously. I don't even know how to use a machine properly. So this is how it's coming together. But what I'm doing is I found this log somewhere. So it takes a lot of strength to push the needle through. I'm not recommending this, by the way. I am definitely, please do not send me questions on how to learn to make a puppet, because there are always like tons of content out there on the internet, and I don't want to be, because I'm just trying this for the first time, and I don't want to be liable. But what I'm doing is I'm putting the needle here, and I'm being very careful because I already poked myself at least once. So then I don't have to push it through. I just use physics basically, and biology. Depends how you look at it. Right. Then I do this. Watch out what I'm doing. Slow and steady. I gotta make sure I'm watching it carefully because I obviously don't want it to go in my fingers. That's the problem, is getting tangled in these things. I think it's coming together all right. Should have put cloth on the inside. That's a mistake I made. I didn't cover the whole thing with cloth. I guess I could do that on this one or the next one that I build. This is totally how you don't build a puppet. Because I don't know what I'm doing here. Alright. I think that would do it. This thing already fell. So I gotta put this away. And so that's how it's looking so far. And gonna cut the string. Make sure we follow 3 S's, which stands for sort, sweep, and standardize. Whoops! So we're going to standardize right now and put this needle somewhere. If I happen to get a phone call or something, and the knives and everything, put them on the side so nobody else, especially if you got kids in the house. Right? And this is what we have so far. Where are you? Where? It's not bad for my first puppet. Hey, I'm on Alpha Centauri system. No, wait. Oh, there was a malfunction. I'm now at one of the Keplerian planets. I hope there's water here. Because you know me, I'm a dolphin. Okay. I think this would do for now. For my first puppet. Now, just some final touches. Actually, let's try this right now while this is still recording. So I used to work in the warehouse. And they would give you these sleeves. So your hands won't get like cuts and stuff. No bad language. So I'm going to make this like a neck. And then the neck's going to go all the way in, hopefully. Otherwise, I would have to cover this. Woo! Woo! I don't have any. I can't think of any dialogues right now. Okay, let's just see what it's going to look like. It looks a little bit like Sigourney Weaver's Alien. Much as I try not to make it look ominous. Hey, it's not bad. You can still see my hands in there. So maybe we should cover it from here. What if we put this guy here now? Is that going to make any difference at all? Let me do something here. Alright.
Hello? Hello? I'm Daphne the Dolphin. How is your day going today? Hello, my name is Daphne the Dolphin. How is your day going today? Hello, my name is Daphne the Dolphin. How's the day going today? Everybody, put your hands up and then.
Okay, maybe. I think it needs to be covered around. What if I did this? What if I put a cape around it? That's all the cloth I have right now. How would it look? Let's take a look. Now it looks like the child from Alien trilogy. When Sigourney Weaver gives birth to the alien baby. Oh man. Yeah, it definitely looks pretty alien-esque. I can see my finger from here. Oh, jeez. Oh, okay. Some extra cloth here. What can we do with it? I wonder if that would do the trick. You would have to bring it from the inside. Well, if you do bring it from the inside, what was it? Hmm. Hmm? Mm-hmm. I feel like I should put the cloth around it. Alrighty. After having some food, here's the update that I have. This is what it looks like at the moment. Now, the whole plan was to use one of these. I made one attempt of this video, but I spoke too much of the Alien series starting Sigourney Weaver. This is not the shape I intended to start with. And so the big lesson learned with life and obviously with puppetry is to measure twice and cut once. Because the dimensions are all skewed. This is supposed to be a face puppet. And right now it doesn't look anything even close to a face puppet. Right? So I don't know what this looks like. Looks more like kind of like a clam, or like maybe if you let like a dolphin. Right? So I guess it's definitely not bad for the first attempt. It takes a lot of effort to make a puppet. I would appreciate. The inside kind of looks like this. So this is where my two fingers go, and this is where my thumb goes, and this is all stitched together. There's very few things that are actually glued here. Like just the components of the mouth are something. It is something that's glued together. Now let's take a look at what it looks like with eyes. I was going to start looking more like a snake because okay. Oops. What happens if I give it something here? Ears. Give it some ears. How's it going to look then? It's going to look like some alien creature. I do have to give it eyes, obviously. Well, let's put the eyes back here again and see if it makes more sense to have the eyes here. It looks a little goofy here. Looks like a snake if I do this, because I think this is approximately where the snakes have their eyes. And starts looking more like a fish if I put the eyes here. Right? Where do dolphins have their eyes? Let's Google this. Dolphin face. Okay. Wow, it's really to their sides. That's really interesting. Well, the snout's not as long as a dolphin, but just for the sake of experimentation, let me try to put the eyes somewhat like, yeah, it starts looking more like a dolphin now. That's really interesting. Kind of, sort of. I could make the eyes a little bigger too. And should put the eyes. Yeah, I kind of like this one. This one looks too. What about this one? Definitely looks goofy now. Looks like zany, more zany. This one's not bad. Fish, like eel kind of. Yeah, it's like one makes sense. Zany, and it's gonna be out of the sight. One of the puppeteer YouTubers were saying you don't want it to be, because humans are not going to be able to relate to it if the eyes are not in there, like in front of them. I guess I could put the eyes here, but then, hey, where am I? Okay. I'll figure that one out. This component, I don't think I need this because we already have a component here. This was supposed to be the lower jaw. It's starting to come off a little bit. It won't make sense if I put it here. Yeah, it would start looking more alien-esque. Same with other body parts. Face part, I don't think I need that. It's going to be used for another puppet. Okay, so this is what I have so far. I'm going to use the sleeve. And one other thing I was thinking was putting, this is all scrap, so I didn't really choose the colors, but I could put some kind of a cloth around it to hide my hands as well, although I have the sleeve. Hello. Hey, how are you? I'm fine. How are you? I'm very well, thanks. Which planet are you from? I am from Kepler 436. And what brings you to Earth? Oh, I'm here to find new friends. Oh, new friends. Okay. And how much do you know about the human culture? Oh, I know a fair bit. I've been studying humans for a long time. I've been part of a galactic federation of friendly aliens. Okay. What about the pink? Pink's better than red. Ish, maroonish, purple, magenta, whatever that color is. More pinkish. Daphne the dolphin. Something like that. I love you, Adele. Aww. Oh, thank you so much. This is what I was doing before. Let's do the sound test now. Okay.
Hey, I'm Daphne. I'm a dolphin.
I am Daphne. No, I am Dennis the dolphin. I am Dennis the dolphin.
Hey, I'm Look, man, it doesn't fit. No. Hello. Hello. How are you? This is my side view. This is my other side. This is me. How are you?
I gotta figure out the voice. I think this is good for a couple hours worth of effort. First puppet ever. Not bad for first attempt. It's all about the effort. I'm going to keep it like this for now. I'm going to do a demo reel. And thanks for watching. Alrighty, I got the eyes in there. So it's starting to come together. And yeah, I still don't know how to this part is a problem, obviously. Maybe I got too much space here because this one, that's an interesting thought. What if happens if I do this? Then looks like I want it to look like a snake. Not bad for the first one. What is this? Oh, okay. And that one. It's just botchy. It's like a botched job. Anyways, that's as clean as I can make it for the first attempt. Okay, now we're gonna test a new feature. So, what would this creature look like if it had some antlers or ears or something like that? It looks like kind of like zany. What if they were here? That looks surprisingly interesting. It looks like more anime-ish Pikachu type creature. It's not that would do actually. The question is if it should have these or not have these. It should definitely not have these. Because we don't want to scare people away. Yeah, it looks, well, could be a friendly. It starts looking more like a, yeah, if I put this, it gives it more like a Pikachu look versus the look that it has. So it will be a creature of its own then, right? Question is, where should these bad boys be placed? No, gives it a kind of like a feminine look for some reason. Like, I wonder why. This looks it like gives it like a flying fish kind of look. The question is if we should have these. There's a fair bit of effort to put this. I gotta stitch the. I have to stitch these. I don't want to glue them together because if I have to take them off, then it's gonna ruin the cloth. Unless I want to put the eyes in the same location. Okay, let's take a look. This is how it looks without these things at the top of its head. That's how it looks. I think I'm going. I don't want to like spend another 15 minutes stitching this, man. If I make an incision, I can put them in and I could tape them. But then Only this much is going to be out. So let us take a look. Yeah, it's not too bad. Yeah, it's a definitely Pikachu kind of look. Not that I was going for this. I just want to make some ears. It gives it a more of a playful, kind of friendly kind of look. Hmm? Ears or no ears? And if ears, then let's take a look.
Hello, my name is, oh, what's my name? Can you guess what my name is?
No, it looks like a monster. Little monster. Hmm. Right about here. Right about here. Oh, actually, how would it look if the direction of the ears is changed? That's interesting. No. Give it a little bit of a 3D effect if I tilt it slightly. Maybe it's just me. Okay, I will see what I need to do here.